Greetings, this is the Bayside Place podcast.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Mike and Liam back at you today with episode 3.
Oh, it's crazy.
That's big. Episode 3 of the Bayside Place podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by the NHL. We want to thank you for our first sponsor.
And that's quick, too.
Yeah, well, they haven't sponsored us yet, but we're still trying. We'll see how that goes.
So we don't really have much of a plan today. We're just kind of talk about anything. And the first thing that I want to mention is how I already texted you yesterday, how Stranger Things ended. I know you didn't finish season 3.
Don't spoil it. I'll be pissed.
Huge fan.
I know. I was a massive fan of the first 2 seasons. I liked them a lot, but I don't know. I just haven't got around to watching season 3. I have enough time, but it's kind of one of those shows where I went through the first 2 seasons right when they came out,
I was
and
hooked.
this one it's kind of just. I was definitely hooked on the first 2, and I can see why you watched all 3 seasons simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
But was it good? Was it that good?
Well, season 3 is way different than the first 2. I'd say it has the
a
same
different vibe.
Yeah, because for those who watch it will understand, the first 2 were circled around Will and that kind of got old. So I was kind of in the same boat as you. I was like, all right, maybe it's not as good if it's going to be about the same exact character. It started getting old. And the season 2 I liked it a lot, but it was all the same stuff.
Season 2 was good, but it was it got stale.
I was like, I understand where you kind of lost interest in it, but season 3 is so good.
No, it wasn't even lost in. It was. I'd say because I loved season 2. Season 1 was great too. It's just I know when I'm back at school and have more time and have a nice TV to watch it, I'll end up watching it. But I just
think
haven't
that
gotten
this
around
show
to it yet.
is one of the most different shows that is out there.
So creative, dude.
So creative.
The writers of it are brilliant.
Yeah, well, they kind of have an easy outlet because there's so much they can do. Yeah, there's so many random things. I think it makes it easier.
They can literally go anywhere.
Right, and when you're dealing with mythical creatures and everything, you have kind of avenues to any sort of avenue to go do whatever you want. So I thought it was a really good show. You can literally
make something up. Yeah. And it doesn't have to make that much sense if it's a mythical creature like that.
I was hesitant to watch it at first because everyone was saying how good it was. I was like, okay,
just one of those things.
One of those things.
Everyone's like, oh, this is great. Yeah.
I gave it a shot. Big fan now.
I gotta watch it then. Yeah. Because I haven't. Yeah. First 2 seasons were good, but I gotta watch 3.
Yeah. Do you watch Ozark?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, never mind.
Is that about aardvarks? Aardvarks?
I don't even know what that is.
Aardvark? I don't know what an aardvark is.
No, I don't know what an aardvark is.
Great animals.
No, not an oh yeah, I've seen those before.
You've seen them. Yeah. Everyone knows aardvarks, dude. Look at that.
Those things are so freaky looking.
I know. They're weird.
What does that look like? It's got a pig nose.
It has a pig nose with a horse snout and I don't know, a badger, a honey badger body. It's a mix of 3
What are their
animals.
behaviors?
Probably aggressive.
Are they aggressive?
I don't know. They look like they would be aggressive.
Wait, is that something in Winnie the Pooh?
Like Eeyore?
No, that's not him. What is Eeyore?
No. I don't know.
What is Eeyore?
I haven't watched Winnie the Pooh in a week.
Wasn't a big fan.
I liked Winnie the Pooh.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
I was a huge Barney fan.
I like Barney.
Into Barney.
I don't even know what. Max and Ruby fire show. I'll watch that. I'll watch that now. Yeah. I do.
Okay.
If I'm flipping through the channels and I see Max and Ruby, I swear.
That was a great show, dude. Yeah. I used to watch that all the time.
I don't know why it was so good. Lilo and Stitch was also good.
Lilo and Stitch. That was one of my favorite Disney movies.
Yeah.
I wanted to Stitch, dude.
Yeah, I mean, everyone.
Fit my
I feel like everyone
did. Well, just all over the place.
Pluto was cool too. Goofy, the GOAT. Yeah. Goofy movie.
Goofy movie's top 10 movie.
Top 10, I swear. I always say that it's one of my favorite movies.
Spy Kids 2.
Spy Kids 2, favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
Spy Kids 2,
great
favorite
movie, dude.
I know.
Great
Spy
movie.
Kids were awesome.
The Spy Kids franchise is great. 3 got weird, but 1 unbeatable. 2 the GOAT.
Yeah. I like 2 a lot.
Great.
That was when they go to the island and they find all the mythical creatures. That was so sick.
Because in the beginning of the summer, when you said it, I hadn't watched it in so long. I didn't remember it. I watched it this summer.
It's
such a good movie.
You know what's weird? When I watch old movies that I used to like, I could tell how bad like the acting really is.
Or like the graphics of that like time, and
Right,
everything.
but like you don't understand that, especially watching as a kid. Like you don't know, and that is what like even if you're an adult watching that, those graphics are good. But now
it's
because that's all you knew. So now like the stuff that comes out now,
it's so different,
pretty crazy. Like the remakes of Lion King. And
I saw the remake of Lion King was good, dude.
Really?
Like a lot of people, it got bad reviews, but like I don't know. I enjoy it. It was just cool seeing it look that realistic. The one thing I didn't like about it though is they didn't really add any facial expression. Like the I don't know. They didn't add too many. Like they should have found a good mix between what the characters actually looked like in real life.
True, but like I don't know. You know, my friend Tommy. You know Tommy.
Yeah.
He was fully convinced that this was a sequel. He went out. He didn't even. He realized after the movie that was just a remake.
After the movie,
he thought that was a sequel.
No
How crazy
way,
is that,
dude?
Tommy, you're a moron.
Yeah, you're an idiot, dude.
But I thought that was hilarious.
He thought it was a
He thought it was a
sequel?
sequel. He's like, it honestly sucked. I'm like, why? I'm like, heard it was like decent, didn't like suck, and he thought that it was a sequel.
So he just thought that it was really shitty, like a new movie. That's hilarious.
So funny. So yeah, I gotta watch those, and they're coming out with. I think they're remaking Home Alone too. But they already have. They have like four of them.
I think it was rumors.
Oh,
that
really?
They're remaking it. Yeah.
I don't know, but like they have the first two are with, what's his name? I don't know.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, him. And then Spy Kids 3 was with a brand new kid.
Spy Kids 3?
Oh, no. Home Alone 3 was with a kid.
Yeah, it was a new kid.
With a RC car. I thought that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was all
I
right.
don't know.
Macaulay Culkin just did a good job.
Yeah.
He's like a crackhead now.
Not anymore.
He like was. Like the way he looks.
Well, he went crazy. He like disowned his parents and everything. Yeah.
It's like some Shia LaBeouf shit.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you're kind of forced to do things, especially at that age.
And like a child, not like a child actor.
I would
like
go crazy too.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
All right, so I want you right now to talk about your whole injury.
Okay,
right
so what happened? I guess I'll give you the real story right now of what happened,
as opposed to the fake one. I don't
we
know what
we were out with our friend Kerry, and we were drinking milk all night long. Nesquik, of course. What else? What other milk is there? And we were walking from the milk bar to 7-Eleven, and
which is like a mile walk.
Yeah, I'd say it's like a mile, but it's also like very out of the way. There was no need to go to 7-Eleven, but I needed wasabi almonds.
True.
I shoved those things up my ass, bro. But
whoa.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I like the burn, but we're walking, and this guy is off the milk, and he turns to me, and he says, like, oh, you want to wrestle? And now, like, at school, like, you know, like, for me, if you one of your boys says you want to wrestle, and you're wrestling your boy, it's not like a I'm trying to kill the kid thing.
Okay. Well,
it's like yeah, we're going to grapple, and someone's going to take someone down, but I don't have to worry about my life on the line.
Wait. So I told you, me and my friends at school, we will bring out the air mattress in the kitchen.
Yeah.
After.
Again, that would have been better on an air mattress.
Okay.
Not the
but it doesn't.
grass.
It doesn't end on the air mattress. So we do air mattress wrestling matches, and it's fun. Like we don't really care like who gets hurt. Like people get hurt, but it happens.
D1 lacrosse players.
So what?
Look at the size of you compared to me.
They can't tell.
What?
I'm much bigger.
Yeah, no, you can't tell because we're about the same body size. I'm just saying.
Yeah, whatever. Continue.
But so we get into wrestling on the front lawn of the high school, and it's like a grass lawn, but it's still like it's not like it's soft grass. It's like it's all hard. Dying, and it's just you're hitting the ground.
Yeah, it's dirt.
So I'm like, we start, and I'm just kind of like moving around, trying to get like out of the way, a little warmed up. And at first, you try to put your hand on my shoulder, and I like move out of the way and slipped out.
I was like, okay.
And then like I remember I like gave a little shove, like a little tap to the shoulder, just like a little tap.
Sure.
And then next thing I know, your hands are on my shoulders, and then I try to spin to get out of it, and this kid sweeps my legs, And instead of like any other person, when you sweep someone's legs, just letting them like fall down and then getting on top of them, Mr. MMA over here sweeps my legs and then goes straight down with me, elbow into just right here.
Right. So
that's exactly what happened.
That is exactly what happened. But
bring up the footage.
The part of me falling on you was not planned. I didn't mean to fall on you.
Oh, I know. You were off the
I'm
milk.
going to put in a video
you were off the milk.
of what I sent you.
Yeah, but that's not what you did.
No, I didn't do that, but I also fell. So I swept the legs with my leg, and then
lost your balance.
I lost my balance and fell on you. So right after that happened, you're like, I think I just broke a rib. Yeah. And at that point, I was like, no, you didn't. Like, you didn't break a rib. And then all was fine.
Yeah. I literally just said, it was just casually. I was like, yeah, I definitely just broke a rib. And then we got up, went to 7-Eleven, and then walked like another mile home.
Yeah. And then, so the next morning, we have work in the morning. So we get into work, and this dude cannot move his shoulder.
Dude, it wasn't even that. I pulled into the parking lot at work, and when I woke up, my whole arm was numb. I couldn't feel it, but I was like, whatever, it's just hurt from last night. And then I got out of my car, and I'm walking to the pool to work, and someone stops me, and they're like, what the hell happened to you? And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, your shoulder. And then some parent comes by, and I was like, is there something wrong with my shoulder? And they were like, yeah, very
they saw
clearly.
It through the shirt.
Yeah. And then I went to the bathroom and saw, and this one was just limp, hanging down, couldn't move it. And then this one was normal height. So it was literally slanted down.
So we get to the pool deck, and then we were talking about it, and then I was like, okay, maybe he is actually hurt. You took off your shirt, and it was just what
did it look like when I had it with the shirt off?
Huge, like you just said, it was sagging, but there was also a huge bulge in the back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy's shoulder is literally popped off.
Yeah, it's out. I was like,
whoa.
And I'm 90%. And then after that, I just went to the ER docs to get it checked out because I thought I had to pop it back in. And then the doctor calls me in, and the doctor comes into the room. I'm waiting in there. And I'm still 90% sure this guy was not a doctor.
Yeah, I know, that's so funny.
He was comes in, cracks a really bad joke, and I was just oh,
well, that's what
thanks.
I always think that when I go to those walk-in clinics.
Yeah, dude. But cracks a joke, and he's like, all right, let's look at these X-rays. And he brings up the X-ray and just points to something and doesn't say anything. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he was like, look right. And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. You
maybe.
tell me.
He was like, yeah. And I was like, what? You didn't even give me a definitive answer here. So then he gave me a sling. He said to wear it for a week, but fuck that.
Is it getting better?
I'm not wearing a sling.
It's getting better,
right? Yeah, it's
right?
getting better already. I mean, I worked at the restaurant yesterday, and I was able to carry trays, pick up plates, so it was fine. Still hurt, but
that was it was just a funny.
That was a bozo.
That was just a huge
bozo move.
Bozo move, but it wasn't though. I don't know why you'd think that. I think it was just an accident. We were wrestling normally.
What I think it is.
It's not an idiot move.
What I am 100% sure it is that you had too much milk and completely lost your balance when you swept my foot
I know,
down.
but that's not me being an idiot. That just happened.
No, that is you being an idiot. It's not you. It's not you on purpose being an idiot.
Yes.
It's just you're being an idiot by default.
It wasn't intentional that I fell on top of you.
I knew it wasn't intentional. Yeah.
Little boy.
That wasn't even little boy.
Little boy, you got crushed.
170-pound guy is coming
more
down.
Than that.
What are you?
190.
A 190, even better. 190 guys coming at you full force elbow to your shoulder, literally your collarbone.
I also have an injury with my hip, a little bruise.
Your hip.
Still.
Yeah. What would your hip have to do in this whole situation?
I have no idea, but it happened. So.
Yeah.
But it wasn't intentional. I thought that was.
No, yeah. I knew it wasn't intentional. But it was just, you're an idiot.
Yeah, so that was just a little story about this weekend.
That's good. That wasn't even this weekend. That was Wednesday.
Oh,
that was a weeknight.
That was Monday.
Oh, my God. It was a Monday.
We were out on a Monday.
We were out at 2 a.m.
That's what happens when you're out on a Monday. That was a late night. We had to wake up.
Did you sleep on the small couch in my living room?
Oh, yeah. Super uncomfortable.
Why didn't you sleep at the big couch?
I don't know.
Because my mom said the next morning, she was like, I feel bad. I didn't even know Mike was out there. And I was like, oh, yeah,
half my body
out there. And she was like, yeah, and he slept on the small couch.
Yeah, I know.
Half
my body was off.
When there's literally a couch right next to it.
My back was killing me.
You could comfortably fit
I know. Half my legs were at a 45 degree
exactly
angle up.
Yeah.
And my back, I woke up the next morning, I'm like, Oh, this sucks.
Did you wake up the next morning and realize why didn't I just sleep on that big couch right there?
Yeah, I was like, why am I on the
On
love
the love seat.
So
Literally
the love seat. I was on a love seat, and I was just like,
Yeah, my
like,
mom was
crunched
like, yeah,
up.
I don't know why he was on the small one.
Yeah, it was
Like,
terrible.
Yeah,
I was just
that's
like-
terrible.
yeah, it was one of those times where I was just like sweating too. Your house happened to be pretty hot.
Yeah,
Sweating, sitting on the small couch, like I don't know.
just hating life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
We've
we'd
all
wake
had
up.
that's the worst nights.
Yeah.
Sleeping over the friend's house when
It
like
makes a great night a little bit worse.
yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, it's like one of those things that you could look back on and be like, oh, after this night, I slept on the small couch. And it
Yeah.
was like,
It just adds
I don't know.
adds to the joke.
Yeah,
Of
it
everything that happened that night. Just
Right.
you
Fall-
like ending up on the
everything.
small couch is just
Everything.
the perfect ending to that.
yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, that is.
All right, want to move on?
Yeah.
Let's move on to some questions.
Yeah. We did this at the end of last week's episode, but I enjoyed doing it
Me
a
too,
lot.
me too.
And like I think most of the people that have talked to us about episode 2 enjoyed this part of it. So we're gonna go back to doing the 3 questions to each other, and neither of us know the question the other person's gonna ask still.
Yep.
So I guess I'll go first. This one's like
I'm nervous.
not so much a funny question, one that would get you thinking. Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know everything your future self will learn?
Oh, age 5.
You think so?
Age 5.
Yeah.
I
You'd
would
be a
love to
genius.
just. Yeah, that and. Well, what's the other part of the question?
Either that or know everything that your future self will know.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like
I would
that
rather.
either.
I think I don't know, not to get really philosophical here, but I think that the purpose of life is to kind of, learn as you go.
learn as you go.
And knowing things in the future kind of just
If you
ruins that whole drive to do more.
Yeah,
in
but
life.
it also doesn't. Because if you know all of this about the future,
Yeah.
then that could be, you could just keep going further from there. Like,
Right.
If you know everything about like what's going to happen in the future, you could be a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, fix
Yeah.
that. Make sure it's in front of your mouth, not on the side.
There.
I don't know. I feel like it's just life is about making mistakes,
Yeah.
learning from those mistakes. So at this point, we've both made so many mistakes in our lives.
Oh, yeah, a lot, bro.
Yeah,
Like
way too many to
many,
count.
yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes. So I think that, I don't know, learning from those mistakes that we've already made. I mean, we're only 20, so there's not like, you're not going from 40 back to 5. And
Yeah.
using those mistakes and then progressing forward instead of just knowing already like what's gonna,
That's true. Imagine like 15 years of your like if you go back those 15 years of your life that you already know everything about. Like, dude, you
Yeah.
would be the most mature kid.
Right,
like-
but that's like not. I don't. Well, yeah, right. That, but then you can also, in my head, I would know all of that stuff, but I could still act and be like a 5-year-old.
yeah.
you
But
know?
at the same time, like, actually, I don't know.
Well, but at that point, do I know how to act
Yeah,
like a 5-year-old?
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I feel like that is the better option, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know.
All right, so now
That's my answer.
let's see.
All right,
Let's see what you got
Let
here.
me get the whole notepad out right here. Okay. Would you rather spend the rest of your life being itchy or being tickled?
Tickled.
Okay.
Like literally one of like I'd say top 5 things I hate the most in life. It being itchy is
Itchy?
up there. Like
Really?
if there's ever a day where like back when we were kids we do the old chlorine shower.
Yeah.
We wouldn't shower for 5 days. We just go in the
The
pool.
pool is
That's
a
enough
shower.
of a shower. Like by then, you know how like by day 2, day 3 on the benders we would have, your hair is getting itchy, like
Yeah,
you
greasy.
just feel disgusting. Like I hate if I have an itch, it just ruins everything.
Yeah. But tickled, like,
Yeah, but the
you're
thing
just
is like
feeling weird.
I don't know, if someone catches me like super off guard, I'll like freak out and go crazy.
Yeah,
But
you're
like
telling me.
if I want to, I can like I've had people tickle me before, and if I just like I don't know, if I just try hard enough, like I won't laugh.
I can't
just
do
won't
that.
feel it.
I can't do that.
I just like I really need to like sit there and be like whatever, like just in
Well,
my
I think
head. be like,
after a
whatever.
while of getting tickled, I know this is a super weird thing, but like, have you ever gotten tickled for
We're two
like?
20-year-old guys talking about getting tickled.
Well, have you ever gotten tickled for like long periods of time?
Yeah,
At that point, you can just kind of
yeah.
cut it out.
See, I can do that like
It takes me
almost
a while
instantly.
though. Yeah, I
I
can.
can cut it out if I want to.
So you'd rather be tickled?
Yeah, I'd rather be tickled.
Imagine
without a
being
doubt.
tickled for every second of your life though.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
even-
when you say that, does that mean someone's following me around and tickling
I don't
me,
know.
or is it just like the tickling?
I don't know.
feeling? Oh god, if it's because
Yeah.
that's a whole different ball game. If you have some weirdo follow, like imagine like
I think you just
for a job interview,
you feel tickled.
yeah,
Like feel like
I
you're
would
being
feel
tickled.
that. I'd rather feel.
I think
I'm
so.
being tickled.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because itchy just
It's just
sucks,
annoying.
dude. Like
Constantly
like
itchy.
being itchy, like you can't fall asleep if you're
No.
itchy everywhere.
No.
Oh god, that's
No.
I couldn't.
All right,
Alright.
that was my question.
So next
You're
one, what is the weirdest smell you have ever smelt? And
The
what did
bathroom
it come from?
Bathroom upstairs this morning. There was something in there that
What was
literally
it?
I don't know.
Was anyone home last night?
No, I don't think so. No, it was this.
So it was just out of nowhere.
I don't know the worst smell I've ever smelled ever.
Like one of the smells that makes you gag.
Yeah,
Like that bad.
I don't know. I can't even explain it. It was like a really tangy, like I don't know. It was terrible. Smells are hard to describe.
Yeah, but what was it? What if you had to relate it to one other smell? What would it be?
It was a mix between body odor, feces, urine, throw up.
God,
Yeah, it was this. Oh, it was
That's
horrible.
vile.
I've never smelled anything like it in my life.
It's
I don't know what it is.
disgusting.
It's gone now, but yeah, that was my smell.
God. Well, that's what happens when you have a bunch of boys living in the house
True.
together.
True. I've never smelled that though.
Yeah, I don't even know what that smell is.
No, it was horrible.
Yeah,
Smells are kind of
it
hard to describe though.
could be a dead animal, like up in the AC vents or something, a dead mouse or a rat.
Maybe. I've never smelled like what death really smells
yeah.
like.
Oh, dude, there was one time when I was younger, we had a mouse, like I don't know, it wasn't as big as like one of those huge rats. It was probably like a tiny rat.
It's a mouse.
Died in our garage.
Yeah.
We didn't find it for a while. Like at first it smells like pretty bad, whatever, and then we didn't know what it was. A month later, it was like
Yeah.
could not go in the garage. It was
All right.
hard.
Well, maybe it's that, but it's
Might
gone
be.
now, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just one spot.
Yeah.
Is there a vent or anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's the fan, but I don't know. It's gone now,
Yeah.
but it was horrible.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
All right. So now,
All right.
question 2.
Next question. If you could have personally witnessed anything in history, what would you want to have seen?
Any event? Wow, that's
I know.
a deep question.
I love thinking about these specifically.
I would want to see them actually land on the moon.
Really?
Like, I would like to be in the spaceship and see everything they saw.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is cool.
That'd be
that is
so
cool because that's the
crazy.
first like monumental thing.
First
you're going
mon-
out
and
of
you're
the
literally
world.
you're out of Earth.
Yeah,
Like, you're the
I would
first
say that's
person to
probably my
leave
first too.
Earth.
See,
Yeah.
my first thought when I saw this question was, I want to see how the pyramids were built. If there
Yeah.
were aliens or anything, but
Probably just a lot of Egyptians on super
right,
hard
I don't want to be
psychedelics.
disappointed in
Yeah.
seeing that it was like not aliens.
Yeah.
I want to believe that aliens had something to do with it, but
I think they had to. Like they had to. Have
no,
to.
I know, but there's that chance that that didn't happen. That aliens
Oh, yeah,
weren't
of
actually
course.
helping.
Of course, there's a chance, but like
I don't want to waste it on that. And then,
I'll go to the grave saying that
Yeah.
aliens had something to do with it.
I'm also a huge, I don't know, 1776 guy. Going
Wow.
back,
Really?
something about like signing the Declaration of
Yeah.
Independence, that
Just,
era,
like, the
George
start.
Washington,
Yeah.
the start of America. I think that's super
that's
cool.
a cool era. That is cool to go back, but I don't think I would go back to there.
Yeah. You know what I also
There's
think?
so many other things.
I also think all the time is, imagine bringing back Ben Franklin or someone powerful at the time that was, very smart
Yeah.
and a scholar, bringing them back to now,
To now,
and to
this time.
see
like
how far we
yeah.
progressed.
Literally
I think
from
that's
their
so
like
interesting.
first invention,
Right.
how far we've taken it.
Like, yeah, Thomas Edison, like
Yeah.
them seeing what
Tesla.
we've done now, right, and everything. I think that's always interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But the moon, dude.
moon is
Imagine
sick.
being able
Yeah.
to just see what space
Yeah,
actually looks like.
It's crazy. That's the first
'Cause,
time
like, we see
being-
pictures
yeah.
of space and everything, but imagine actually being in
Yeah,
space.
It's the first time you've
Yeah.
exited the Earth. And that's a
Literally.
crazy concept when you really
Yeah.
think about it. Everyone knows about space and everything, but when you really think about it, we're on a ball traveling in this alternate
Just
universe.
endless
Yeah,
space.
I don't know. I think that's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, space always intrigues me.
Yeah, aliens are real. So now my question 3 is, what would be the coolest animal to scale up to a size of a horse?
There are a lot of animals that are horse-like and horse size.
Not even that. Just like, what would be the coolest, like any creature, no matter how like small, tiny it is, to scale up?
Okay,
So you see it with like its body parts are as big as a horse.
yeah, so my one thing is, and I know every single episode we have talked about lizards.
Yeah.
Huge iguana, dude. I know, I'm
That'd be
terrified.
freaky. That'd be
I want to see it
terrifying.
though.
That'd be freaky.
I know, but
dude.
that's like a pretty cool animal to have.
That would be a cool
horse-like.
animal. But I feel like if that thing got aggressive, it's game over.
Right.
Start going on a rampage.
No, I know, but that's probably the coolest.
No, yeah, that
one
would
in
be,
my.
yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
I don't know. I think
I like wolves, obviously, but wolves are pretty big.
wolves are
Not as big as a horse.
No, not as big as
They'll
a
just
horse.
be a little
but
bit
you need
bigger.
to think of like a tiny animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Imagine just a big iguana.
Aardvark.
An aardvark.
A massive aardvark.
Why though? Massive anteater.
Like just going around like you see a latch onto some girl's head, pick her up, like put her down somewhere else.
Sucking people up like
yeah,
ants.
that'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
Anteater would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else would be a good one? Anal beads. Keep
A goose.
A goose. Ooh. Oh no.
Swan.
I don't.
Swans
I
are
hate.
freaky.
I hate geese and swans.
Me too.
Dude, swans are aggressive.
They're so
Like,
aggressive.
everyone thinks swans are like beautiful. Like
Yeah.
you see them in the water. It's like, oh my god.
No, they're
hate
mean.
them.
They're mean
They're
animals.
the worst. Dude.
Yeah. They're mean. I don't know. Iguana is probably my favorite, just to look at. I don't want
Just
to.
a massive iguana. Yeah.
Yeah, because those are animals that can't get that big.
The other thing I was thinking of, what if like,
a big bunny.
no, not, oh, that'd be adorable.
Yeah,
Like ride it
adorable.
around.
Yeah.
But like, what about like
Alligator.
mini like bacteria? Like, you know, those little tiny
Yeah,
creatures.
that's
Imagine
kinda weird,
blowing.
though.
Yeah, but like imagine.
That would be
seeing
an
one of those
alien
blown
creature.
up.
That would look like
That
an
would
alien.
like that would terrify me.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
All right. So now your last question.
Okay, this one's a little emo.
Oh God.
If you could choose your method of dying and where, what would they be?
Ooh.
Sorry for
I'd
hitting you like this.
100% want to die on like a sick island.
Mm-hmm.
Like my own, like
Yeah.
Aruba, my own like community,
On the
like
beach,
place
alone.
on the beach, not alone, like
Mm-hmm.
with the people that I want to be with.
Yeah.
But not one of those like I'm laying in bed, it's sad, everyone's
Same here.
crying. I
Same
want
here.
it to be like
Same. I'm the same
like-
exact way.
literally like not like people call it this. It sounds kind of girly to say it,
Yeah.
but like they call it a celebration of life.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd
I want to
have.
be 100 years old
Yeah.
on a beach,
No matter,
and
even,
I
like,
choose
dude,
when I'm.
I wouldn't want to be 100.
Why not?
I wouldn't want to live that long, dude.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
want
I
to.
think you're saying that now, but once you
I-
get to
yeah,
that
I am.
point, you're like,
That's true.
every moment is
Yeah.
kind of,
But at
you
the
know
same
when it's
time,
time.
I don't ever want to get to a point where like I can't take care of myself.
Yeah, me too. I'm not saying that would be the case
No, I
for
know.
me, but I want to be old and be on a beach somewhere with all my
With, like,
friends,
my
and
friends
family.
and family.
Well,
and-
if I have any friends left.
yeah. Probably
And
not.
then
probably
you know
no
when-
family either.
No family either.
Just in a shack in Alabama.
just alone.
Just in an outhouse that you're
No,
sleeping
but
in.
you know how once you get to that point where you're just
Yeah,
holding on.
You have grandchildren. Your grandchildren have kids.
Right,
like,
and you're
it's
holding
just-
on, and I really think that you could choose kind of when you're at
Yeah.
that state.
Yeah.
You kind of choose
You
when you're
can
gonna let
kinda- yeah.
go, and I want to be at that point where I'm saying goodbye and be like, all right, time to go for me now.
I literally want to, like, I would love to all friends, family around me on an island, laying on like a cot on the
Yes,
beach, or
yes.
like not like a cot, like a nice like.
one of those
bed.
beach beds.
Yeah, one of those beach beds,
With,
like,
like,
just
the
laying
awnings
there,
on
like
top.
all my family, like
Yeah.
around me.
Me
like,
too.
No one's sad. Everyone just like
Happy.
treating it as a vacation, like having
Right.
fun. Everyone enjoying themselves,
and then you die.
I just drift off,
Everyone's enjoying themselves. and then
drift
you die.
off, surrounded by everyone.
Or you can get in one of those beds, and then when it's time to go, they push you on a little raft.
Yeah, right out to the
And
water.
you're just floating there.
Yeah.
And you just die that way.
Imagine like
What's the
you're
show-
floating there waiting, a shark comes,
What's-
just bites you in half.
What's the
Your
shit? That'd be
family's
pretty
like,
sick.
oh god, like imagine how much of a shock that would be.
That would be cool.
Like,
Is
have you
it
ever
ga-
seen what? you ever seen like the YouTube videos of like a bunny rabbit jumping and a hawk just comes down and scoops it?
Yeah, something
That's
like that.
the equivalent. But
That would be
imagine,
funny.
But imagine
I
being
feel like
your dad.
I kind of want to go out like that now because that's such a meme.
That would be a meme. But
That
like,
would be something that would happen to us.
Yeah, without a doubt.
What's the show or what's I don't know. I guess maybe the Vikings did it. It might have been Game of Thrones where you get placed on a raft and then they light it on fire. That was Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah,
they lit the
that was Game of
raft on
Thrones.
fire.
That was
But you're already dead. I think I kind of want to go out that way.
Yeah.
It's pretty like
yeah, it's like a pretty cool
way
to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's mine.
And your ashes are spread like across the ocean as you're going. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
That's like the same way I'd want to be. Like no one upset, being all like
No,
sappy,
no,
just like, yeah.
Want a long life. That's why you gotta
Yeah.
have a long life so people wouldn't get that upset.
That is true.
Yeah.
Because if you're dying early, everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be just
Shout out to Helen, Sal's grandmother, who passed away. She was 96. Great woman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to give her a quick little shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, she was a great lady. Made everyone laugh. We're thinking about you. So
Yes, we are. Bayside
that-
places with you.
Bayside places with you. So all right, we'll just end it there.
Yeah.
Good episode.
Pretty good.
I thought
Yeah. And then
probably
I
better
guess
than the first.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be an
everything's better than the
ongoing
first.
joke that
Yeah.
everything is better than the
It's
first
not even
episode.
a joke. It's just facts.
No, it's
at
facts.
This point. Yeah.
But it's just like an ongoing meme.
And then actually next episode is going to be a totally different layout because both of us are I'm Tuesday, I'm going back to school. So
I'm staying right here.
next episode you see, it's going to be
I know, it's
a
weird.
big change up from this, but
I hope you guys
see
still
how it
watch.
goes, yeah.
We won't be together in person, but we'll be over Skype. We got to figure out all of that. So stay
we have
tuned.
the same mics, get some get some nice.
It's not gonna be too
webcams,
different. We're
something.
just gonna be in
It's going to be
two little boxes on the screen.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks,
All right.
guys, for watching. We really appreciate it. Thank you for showing support on the last 2 episodes with the likes and the subscribers. If you haven't done so already, please like this video. It really helps us a lot. I just did that really
And if you're
fast.
still watching this, leave a comment. If you make us laugh, congrats, but you probably won't.
Yeah. Peace.
This is the Bayside Place Podcast.